There's a chilling truth hidden in the shadows of every old building, a truth that whispers of the past and the souls that linger. In a forgotten corner of a small town, an ancient apartment complex loomed, its weathered bricks and peeling paint telling stories of lives lived and lost. Among its many units, apartment 12 stood out, not for its charm but for the dark cloud that seemed to hover over it. For nearly 3 decades, tenants had come and gone, each leaving behind a trail of mystery and fear. Some fled in the dead of night, others vanished without a trace, and a few simply left, their faces pale and haunted. The landlord, a frail old man, with a gaze that seemed to pierce through the veil of reality, had seen it all. He was the keeper of secrets, the guardian of a place that thrived on the unexplainable. On a stormy October evening, a young college student named Ethan stepped into this world. At 24, he was eager for independence, and the allure of a cheap apartment was too tempting to resist. As he dragged his boxes through the creaking hallway, he caught sight of the landlord, who stood watching him with an unsettling intensity. Landlord: "First time living alone." Ethan: "Yeah." Landlord: "You'll be fine." The old man hesitated, his eyes darting toward the bedroom door. Landlord: "Just one thing." Ethan: "What's that?" Landlord: "Don't look into the bedroom mirror after midnight." Ethan chuckled, dismissing the warning as a quirky superstition. Ethan: "That's oddly specific." But the landlord's expression remained grave. Landlord: I'm serious." With a shrug, Ethan waved him off and continued unpacking, the warning fading into the background of his mind. As the clock ticked toward midnight, Ethan settled into his new life. The apartment was small but cozy, and the antique mirror in the bedroom, with its ornate frame and cloudy glass, intrigued him. He felt a strange pull toward it, but he brushed it aside, focusing instead on his video games as the storm raged outside. At 11:59 p.m., the lights flickered ominously and the room plunged into darkness. Ethan: "Great." He decided to call it a night, but as he walked toward the bedroom, a chill swept through the air. The clock struck midnight, and the temperature dropped dramatically. Ethan could see his breath, and a scratching sound echoed from the direction of the mirror. Scratch, scratch, scratch. His heart raced as he approached the source of the noise, the flashlight trembling in his grip. The scratching stopped abruptly, and silence enveloped him. The mirror reflected the room perfectly, but something felt off. Ethan exhaled, trying to calm himself. "Ethan, you're imagining things." But then he noticed it. His reflection wasn't breathing. Panic surged through him as he stared into the glass. The reflection wore a twisted smile, one that didn't belong to him. Ethan stumbled back, his mind racing. The reflection remained, grinning wider, its eyes dark and hollow. Then, with a deafening crack, the mirror shattered, splintering into 1,000 shards. A pale hand emerged from the darkness behind the glass, followed by another, long black fingernails scraping against the broken surface. A woman crawled out, her skin a sickly gray, hair hanging like a curtain over her face. Her eyes were voids, and her mouth stretched impossibly wide. Ghost. "I've waited so long," Ethan screamed, his instincts screaming at him to run. He dashed for the door, but it was locked, refusing to budge. Behind him, the ghost dragged herself closer, each movement accompanied by the sickening sound of cracking bones. The lights flickered violently, plunging the room into darkness and then back into light, revealing the ghost mere feet away. Ethan's breath quickened, and he felt a cold touch on his shoulder. Ghost. "Turn around." He couldn't. Ghost. "Turn around." He spun, but the room was empty. The ghost had vanished. For a moment, silence enveloped him. Then his phone buzzed, a text from an unknown number. "Look in the mirror." With dread pooling in his stomach, Ethan turned. The mirror now showed dozens of faces, all trapped behind the glass. Men, women, children, each one staring at him, their eyes filled with terror. And there, among them, was the ghost, smiling, waiting. Suddenly, the trapped souls began pounding against the mirror, their desperate cries echoing in the room. Boom, boom, boom. The walls shook, cracks spiderwebbing across the ceiling. The glass bulged outward, as if something monstrous was trying to break free. Then, silence fell. The ghost pointed directly at Ethan, and the trapped souls looked horrified, as if they knew what was coming. With a deafening crash, the mirror shattered completely. Ethan's scream merged with the cacophony of voices, a symphony of terror that echoed through the building. The next morning, The landlord unlocked apartment 12, expecting to find another tenant gone. The room was empty. Ethan's belongings lay scattered across the floor, his phone, his wallet, his clothes, everything except for him. The mirror stood intact, no signs of the chaos that had unfolded. The landlord sighed, a familiar sadness washing over him. He had seen this before, too many times. As he turned to leave, he glanced back at the mirror. A terrified young man appeared inside the glass, pounding desperately, trying to escape. Ethan, the landlord quietly closed the door, knowing that apartment 12 would never be empty for long. And so, the cycle continued. A haunting reminder that some places are never truly vacant, and some souls are forever trapped in the reflections of their own fears.